Hey you guys, it is that time. Pick a story where in one of these decks or all of these decks could be a story for you. So I like to start off by holding each deck up to the camera to see if it is resonating with you. So could your story be here in deck number 1? Okay. Or is your story here in deck number 2? Okay. Or could your story be here in deck number 3? All right. So we'll go ahead and begin with deck number 1. We have the Two of Cups, the Eight of Cups, the Chariot, Nine of Swords, Ace of Cups, Central Issue, Ten of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. Okay, so central issue here. I feel like we're dealing with security, stability. There's something going on where I feel like you have everything you want. You feel secure within yourself. Maybe you feel financially secure. Maybe you have all the material things that you want and desire, but something's missing, which looks like love. You are wanting this person to complete your masterpiece of life here. This is some sort of painting, some sort of manifestation that you've been creating all your life. And you're like, okay, I have all of this. I just need that connection here. I need someone to share that with. And maybe that person is missing. But I feel like they're on the way. Something is getting ready to happen where two people are going to be brought together because they both have established something. Matter of fact, this can be two different situations where maybe one of these is you, one of these represents the other person. But now it's just all we need is for the two of you to come together here to make something work or to make something new. Now I'm also getting a situation where you could be dealing with someone who is unhappy. Maybe it appears like they have everything, but they've got their eye on this one person. You know, I'm also getting this as some sort of distraction. Someone is being distracted. Maybe, I think what also could have happened is that you could have been someone's distraction. You could have disrupted someone's focus or disturbed the fabric of someone's pattern, someone's life here. It's like just entering the life of someone unintentionally And ever since then, this person has been disturbed without having you in their life. This also could be flipped the other way around. Maybe someone came and disturbed your life. Everything was fine and stable. And then ever since this person came into your life or left your life, things just kind of got disrupted. So I feel like there is a need to bring back stability in your life. Now, if we're not dealing with something romantic, there is still some sort of desire to do something that you actually care about. Maybe some of you are realizing that this working at this big fancy company or having this 9-to-5 still does not grant you everything. You're still feeling like there's something missing. There's a void. You know, I feel like I need to let go of this type of work or this job. Like I need to go and pursue my dreams here. Some of you have been afraid to pursue your dreams or to go after what you want. You've had some sort of sleepless nights, doubts, thinking about all that could go wrong as opposed to what could go right. But I feel like that's going to change, you know, but it's a matter of acknowledging that you do have a dream, you do have a goal, and you should go after it. In a love situation, you know, this is someone who also needs to confront their trust issues or their abandonment issues, or just the fact that they have feelings for you or that you have feelings for this person. So someone has been in denial. Someone has been, I feel, trying to protect their emotions, maybe behaving very defensively or being very guarded in an effort to protect their heart. I also feel like maybe someone has felt torn for whatever reason. Whether it's torn between two people or torn between two different decisions, like I don't know which direction I need to go in. Some of you may be driven to find what that void is. Something may happen, especially this coming full moon. Some of you may be feeling like, you know what, it's now or never type of energy, and you are going to confront this void in your life, this fear that you've been having. Some of you have been trying to guard, been trying to avoid falling in love or entering a relationship because of your fear of getting hurt. It overwhelms you here. Even if you are already dealing with someone, you guys may have been acting in a way, or you know, that was kind of distant. Just guarding yourself, being in a relationship yet being guarded here. Some of you could be dealing with Cancer, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If you are single and you're not dealing with anyone, I still feel like you are making some sort of connection. Something is the beginning stages, like something, the foundation is getting ready to be established here. You may have connected with someone through social media. You may have connected with someone by some sort of association, by belonging to some sort of large group or platform. I'm getting the energy of people who are maybe business owners or someone who owns and deals with real estate or property. I'm getting the energy of a couple who already works together. Maybe you guys are both like some sort of real estate agents. You drive people around helping them find their home. Maybe you've been wanting to go to school for real estate. I feel like some of you are deeply admired by another person. The only downside that I do get some sort of an energy of somebody coming off as the other man or woman. Somebody could be dealing with someone who is in an established relationship, but they're unhappy. If this person is not in an established relationship, then something is going on with the baby's mother or baby's father, especially if it's a situation where two people are living together out of convenience. This has been a story that has been coming up in the readings as of late, or in the recent past. I've seen this where you could be dealing with someone who is still living with a baby's mother or father. Maybe nothing is necessarily going on, but it's a relationship out of convenience. Maybe it's unusual or very weird. Maybe it's hard for two people to date when they're in this type of situation, because it's weird. You know, people are always going to assume that they're sleeping together, you're sleeping together, you know. So yeah, I feel like there's a situation where somebody wants to date, or somebody is falling in love, but their living situation is unusual, or it's you. I feel like some of you are also, on a mundane level, are unhappy with your car or your vehicle. I feel like your car keeps letting you down, and you are trying not to be a materialistic person, but at the same time, I'm feeling like you really wish you had a different car, or some form of transportation if you don't have any transportation. I also see someone who is embarrassed either because they don't have transportation, or they're embarrassed because they drive for a living. Maybe that is not something that they want to do or that you want to do, but I feel like someone is embarrassed about it. Especially if they feel like it's something stereotypical, something that's traditional or expected, like, you know, someone who is Indian or Jamaican. You know, it's like that stereotype. Oh, you're a cab driver. You're a stereotypical cab driver, and someone is embarrassed by that for whatever reason. Speaking of traditions, I'm also seeing a situation where something is being passed down through generations. Something has been inherited, or something runs in your blood. Something runs in a family. Some sort of, it's either some sort of spiritual gift, or it's talking about a family business. It's like saying something runs in the family. Someone is also feeling like an outcast. I'm looking at this rainbow and the possibility of something that is like the same sex. And someone is talking, it's like talks about, well, who did they get it from? It doesn't run on my side of the family. Must have come from your side of the family. Type, you know, one of those type of conversations. Well, you know, your Uncle Robert was gay, you know, must have come from Uncle Robert. You know, so something like that is being discussed, and I feel like someone is ashamed or embarrassed, or someone is experiencing some sort of shame. Speaking of shame, I'm getting something in regards to being slut shamed for either sleeping with a married man or sleeping with their boss. Yeah, someone's being slut shamed. There may be a need for you to protect or defend yourself from any given situation, whether it's at work or something going on in regards to family, or maybe you are trying to defend the reason why you fell in love with this person. Maybe someone is having to speak on your behalf on why they fell in love with you. I don't know. Excuse me, but I do feel like there's a need to stand your ground or defend your beliefs for something. And it's like you can't be afraid. Don't be afraid to stand up for what you believe in. The 18th may be significant for some of you. And I'm also getting 2 9s. I know 9 plus 9 is 18. 18 reduced is 9. So 18 or 9 may be of some sort of significance. Let me look at the 8 of Cups here. I'm hearing people making some sort of vows together. I don't think it's a marriage. I think it's more so some sort of personal vows, like promising never to run away or promising to talk things out from now on. So I feel like there is a need to rebuild trust between two people, whether you're already in a relationship or if someone is coming back into your life. Someone is learning how to have the courage to go after what they want. Someone has a lack of will. Someone did not fight for what they believed in or what they wanted. And now I feel like they want to, or you want to. I feel like in the past, either you walked away from something or you didn't fight for what you really wanted. But now I feel like that's changing. I also feel that you may be connecting with someone empathically. You may be picking up the energy of someone's depression, and there's a need for you to set boundaries with any type of depressing energies. Don't allow some sort of depressing spirits, if it's spiritual, don't allow those spirits to latch on to you. If it's a physical person, you have to set boundaries with them. They can't feed off of you and bring you down. There is still a need to recover from some sort of disappointment or loss. There's a need to work on trust. There's this discussion where people are saying, hey, it's a two-way street. You know, I'm putting in the effort, but you have to put this effort in too. There's a need to learn how to work with some sort of energies or work with the cards that life has dealt you. I feel like there is some sort of lesson in regards to manifestation. I keep getting images of dreams, though. Like there's been some sort of telepathic communication in dreams. Or you may be getting ready to connect with someone, but it's frustrating. You keep waking up and you're like, why do I keep dreaming about this person? Or why does this person keep coming to me in my dreams? And maybe you're wanting some sort of reality, or you're wanting some sort of confirmation, and it does look like you're going to have confirmation of someone's feelings. Or if you were wanting a sign in regards to should you go or should you stay, I feel like you're going to receive some sort of confirmation or sign. Someone has been avoiding you, or you have been avoiding someone out of fear of rejection or abandonment. For some of you, I see that you have a very deep spiritual connection to someone. Yeah, it's like you have a very deep connection with someone, but sometimes I feel like you try to block it, guard it, or fight it, or push this person away out of fear. Or someone is pushing you away out of fear. I feel that you've been patiently waiting for someone to come around, or someone to leave a relationship. And I'm just getting that your patience is going to pay off. I also feel that, you can apply this to any part of your life. Some of you guys have been procrastinating by staying in a situation where you feel is not for you, but I do feel like you're going to be able to move on from that situation, whether it's a job or a family situation or your living situation. There could also be some legalities coming up with your living situation as well, where you have to speak up for yourself. I'm getting that you need to speak up for yourself. Don't be passive aggressive if you feel like you're being attacked or treated unfairly. And then let me just kind of look at the Nine of Swords here. I know it's about confronting your anxieties or fears about something. Some of you are very depressed about a gift of being psychic or telepathic. Some of you don't like that gift. Or maybe it just frustrates you because you don't know how to control it. Whatever you're concerned about here, these anxieties, it's all in your mind. It's just a phase, and I feel like someone is overcoming their phase of doubt, overcoming their phase of fear. Someone will, confidence will be restored, faith will be restored. I do see some sort of dream coming true. Someone has a fear of flying. Someone has a severe phobia. Someone has some sort of major phobia that they're trying to overcome, and I really feel like it has to do with flying. If it's not flying, then it's some sort of phobia of traveling. Whatever phobias you have, I feel like you're going to overcome them. For some of you, this was someone had to make a decision or is in the middle of making a decision between two people. Could be that air and fire energy. And finally, a decision is going to be made here. Yeah, someone has been covering up their feelings and communicating indirectly. So you may have been seeing some sort of indirect messages left for you on social media, whether it's, you know, certain posts or songs or something. Like someone has been trying to get your attention, and I think you know it, but you're like, I don't want to talk to this person, or this person needs to come to me directly. And I do feel like if that's the case, someone will be coming towards you directly. So yeah, could be dealing with any sign, but overall, I feel that you're going to have some sort of resolution to a problem in your life, whether it is love related. There will be an exchange of feelings, emotions, you know, an opportunity to establish something new. Is going to be some sort of renewal. There's going to be trust again. If it's about pursuing your dreams, I feel like your efforts are being supported at this time. So whatever it is that, you know, maybe people told you you were foolish or something was impossible, I feel that you were overcome that. This is having victory. I also feel that, yeah, just holding this up here makes it look like whoever has been withholding or hiding their feelings for you is going to come forward. They're going to be honest. You guys are going to overcome your shyness and your doubts. And I feel like this is just a phase. It's all in your mind. And you're going to deal with whatever is being presented to you. So there is definitely some sort of opportunity for something that you're passionate about. Let's go ahead and start with deck number 2. I didn't mean to go that long. We have the Tower, Queen of Wands, King of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the Hermit. Central issue, we have the Hanged Man, Queen of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. Those of you that are probably going to ask, I think this is before and after tarot, I think. So, central issue, Hanged Man. You guys have been on hold, or something has been in suspense. Someone may have been feeding your ego, or maybe you're coming to the realization that someone has been feeding your ego. I feel that you're getting some sort of spiritual nourishment. You've been doing something that activates your crown chakra. I'm seeing like an awakening, especially if you've been in a period of where nothing has been happening. You're like stuck, feeling stuck in life, or like trapped, or not trapped, but more so just like stagnant energy, like nothing's happening. Some of you, I feel like this has also been about waiting to receive income, waiting for a job, or waiting to hear from a person. Some of you have been comparing yourself to someone else. Like there's a need for you to realize that you have your own special talent or your own special gift. And I think you were comparing yourself to other people, which was holding you back. I also see something in regards to two insecure people coming to some sort of clarity or realization about whatever it is that is valuable to them. Two people. It looks like you and another person are now coming to the realization of what's really valuable. So you're going to have some sort of enlightening moment. Those of you that picked this deck, your foundation is possibly being shook. This is something that you once believed in, like your old beliefs are being shattered. Maybe you're having a new spiritual awakening. Maybe you were on the fence about your views about certain spiritual beliefs, religious beliefs, God even. Maybe you were like, I don't know if I believe in God. Or maybe someone told you you were God and you were like, oh, that's blasphemous. I don't know how I feel about that. Something that wasn't happening because of you holding on to some sort of ideas or beliefs, something that you really valued and you were afraid to explore or afraid to kind of, what do you call it? Like wander off into a different direction. I don't know, like just as simple as saying that you were raised Christian and then you were introduced to some sort of spiritual knowledge and it blew your mind. But at the same time, you know, if you have to accept these spiritual beliefs, that you have to let go of your traditional religious beliefs. And you were afraid to tell somebody, maybe you were afraid to tell your love interest about something new that you discovered spiritually, or your family. You know, it's just like, how do I let them know that I don't believe in that anymore, or I've adapted these new beliefs. I don't even know if I adapted these beliefs. And you were processing, and then bam, something happens and you are forced to let go of whatever you were holding on to. You're, you know, kind of forced to make some sort of sacrifice. And by force, it could just really be something just overcame you and you took some sort of action. Everything changed. Everything changed. If this is in a situation in regards to, you know, something romantic where you were waiting for a response, or you hadn't heard anything, or you were connecting with someone but nothing's been happening, things were on hold, like that is coming to an end. Like the universe is intervening now and redirecting you or redirecting someone that's supposed to be in your life. It's either forcing two people together or taking two people apart, or a combination of both. Taking somebody out of one situation where they were trying to hold on to and putting them in another situation where they are belonging to. Now I just got like a spirit animal of either bats or moths. You might also come to the realization that someone is not who you thought they were. You could have had a lot of respect for somebody, be it your boss or a relative or a mentor. Whoever it is someone that you could have really looked up to. And maybe you thought someone was infallible. And it turns out this person is very much so. Able to fail. So it just kind of puts everything into perspective for you and clears out, levels everything out so that you can now see things and you can make some sort of decision and have clarity about the path that you're supposed to go on. For some of you, it is meant for you to start to be a mentor or a teacher or a counselor. If you had been holding off on that, or maybe you didn't believe in yourself, maybe you thought you weren't good enough, or it wasn't time for you to do that, or you were waiting for some sort of sign. Now the universe is putting you in a situation where you have no choice but to take on that type of responsibility, some sort of higher calling. Maybe you were like, oh, I can't be spiritual or religious if I still like my ratchet music and my ratchet this and that. And it's just like, you can be that. You just have to find a way, to have some sort of balance in your life. And even me, on a personal note, these are things that you kind of struggle with, or trying to keep that balance. Is sometimes I joke and say, I'm just taking a nap. I didn't go back to sleep. I'm just taking a nap. Need a break from all of that stuff sometimes. And then you get back serious and get back focused. So for some of you that are going through some sort of spiritual awakening, this could be happening to you, especially here. Look at you on your path and you're doing your studying and your research. Some of you are mastering your Kundalini. You're aligning your chakras. You're learning how to control this snake here. And it's making me think of, when Moses' staff could kind of transform into either a snake and then it can go back to a staff. You may be discovering your own inner miracles, that you have some sort of gift that you're learning how to tame or control. You might be having to do a lot of research about that. Now also I see this, aside from spirituality, a situation where you may be going back to school, or maybe you are having to study, take some sort of course to receive some sort of certificate or license. So you're having to study all these strict laws here. You're doing a lot of research. Maybe someone brought something to your attention that forces you to start digging deeper into symbolism, and things that we were taught to follow, follow the status quo, society's rules and standards. Maybe some of you are looking deeper into politics, like saying, where did this all stem from? Do we really have to vote? Is it a necessity? Have we all been under a spell or an illusion? So you are kind of, I just heard the word archive as I was saying that. So I feel like some of you are going into a vault or going into the archives, which really is within, like the Akashic records. That is all within. You're discovering valuable pieces of information. Now, if we're going to talk about this in a love matter, I see this couple coming together that's so damn serious. Like, you guys are just talking about such serious things. And it is like a teacher-student role. Someone is challenging your beliefs, or you are challenging someone's beliefs. And this is helping the both of you to grow. This is helping both of you to evolve. This person entered your life for a reason. This is part of your spiritual path. Maybe you're trying to understand the purpose of this person coming into your life and bringing all this knowledge to you and awakening you, or tearing apart your beliefs or whatever you were holding on to. Maybe you were holding on to illusions of relationships. Someone is like challenging you, like, what makes you think that you have to actually get married? What does that ring symbolize? Have you looked into that, what that ring symbolizes? Have you looked into what happens when you go down to the state and sign your names on a document? Like, someone might be challenging your beliefs on the system of marriage, or the institution of marriage, system of politics, everything. You're connecting with someone who's very, very serious, and you guys are going to have like very serious intellectual conversations, leaving out the romance. But at the same time, the Tower here can be some sort of strong sexual attraction too, and very intense chemistry, even though the two of you might be coming off as very boring people to society. It's like, you guys are boring. You guys just talk about philosophy and research all the time. But this person is helping you grow. Maybe both of you are into real estate, because I got that in the first reading too, something about real estate. Maybe you guys are all about business. Maybe you're going into a relationship for practical reasons. Let me look at the Tower. Somebody might be coming off as a know-it-all too. It says here that blah, 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 blah. And it's like, let me shut you down right quick with your man-made knowledge. Oh yeah, I see a breakup too for somebody. Somebody's marriage is breaking up, or relationship. Because of you. It's your fault. I'm just playing. But no, seriously, I do. You might be the catalyst for someone's breakup. You homewrecker. Look at her. Ooh, yeah. Somebody, this Tower is about someone returning a love interest, very unexpected, out the blue. Maybe it is someone who you least expected to return into your life, or maybe it's the manner in which they returned or re-entered your life. Re-entry. I'm getting something like re-entry. It's like something really had to be broken. Some sort of barrier, some sort of bondage, bonds. I think this even can be about breaking some sort of spell. Something's been broken, stripped away. Something had to be stripped away for two people to be able to come back together. I feel like something was blocking two people from coming together. Even if it was two people's insecurities that were keeping them apart, like this invisible barrier of insecurity is being obliterated. Someone is also coming out with their feelings. They were pretending, they were hiding, they were trying their best to keep it on a low. And now they're just like, I still care about you, or I care about you. It's been me. I've been sending you love letters. I've been following you. I've been blah, blah, blah. Somebody is like confessing so much of their feelings to you. They're talking about how much they care about you. They can't hold it any longer. I also feel that you may try to push them away initially. Because you're like, I don't want to fall in love again. I fell in love with you before, or I fell in love before. I know what it's about, and I always get hurt. Feel that you guys are out of time from avoiding each other. So yeah, the truth is coming out. There's going to be enlightenment. Strong fire energies are coming out for everybody so far. Aries, Leo, Sag, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Maybe Scorpio. Someone becomes inspired, like a rush, like a jolt of lightning just comes running down someone's spine, and they just like jump out of their body and just kind of, I love you. I want to date you. I'm into you. Like, I don't know, something's coming out like word vomit. And I feel like someone's plans get disrupted. Like someone was planning on doing it, coming out or expressing their feelings at their own pace or when they were ready. But the universe is like, this decision is not on you. This is a bigger matter or purpose. This is urgent. I'm getting a sense of urgency, a spiritual urgency. Something is getting ready to manifest, like your desires are getting ready to come into fruition, with you being very patient and just waiting for things to happen. And I feel like it's going to happen. Let me also look at the Hierophant, because I feel like this is some sort of big reveal, big revelation. Some of you have a job interview. You might be very surprised to get it, especially if you had not heard from this place and you were like, I guess they done selected somebody else. They could have called and told me I didn't get it, or sent an email or something. And then you hear from them and they're like, you get ready to start. So I don't know if you applied for something, you thought you really weren't going to get it, but you end up getting it. Or you end up hearing from someone that you least expected. Initiation. If you're in college, some of you might be pledging for a sorority or a fraternity. Spiritually, there could be some sort of spiritual initiation going on. Yeah. No, I was laughing because I'm looking at the star, and to me, this is like spiritual. You are being called to share your gifts, to help other people. Like you have a wealth of information that is supposed to be shared with the masses. So I was saying earlier, for some of you, it is meant to teach or be a counselor or a leader of some sort. Yeah, you're needing to open up and share. Romantically, this is about someone opening up and being very vulnerable with the way they express themselves. But I think the way they're going at it, is in a traditional way. So this could be a proposal for some people, like someone is bending down on one knee in traditional form, and asking for someone's hand in marriage. It doesn't really look romantic though, but I think somewhere hidden in these messages is something romantic happening, something that will lead to conformity or like a relationship stability or traditional relationship. Now, metaphysically, I see something being revealed in a dream. So pay very close attention. Like you're going to have a lucid dream where higher beings are speaking to you, and they're going to show you some sort of coded language that you need to focus on. I feel like the more you focus on it, the more you risk waking up. It's like you're going to be squinting to see what this is that you're being revealed or shown. So some of you that on a metaphysical note, this may have also already happened. Like you receive some sort of hidden information in a dream, and it's actually coming into fruition now, and you're researching it and discovering something about your bloodline or who you are. Like some people also, like this could also be receiving some sort of doctor's results, blood work. And what is that blood that they say is rare, that means that you come from some sort of bloodline? I don't know if I think it's RH negative or O negative, or is it O positive? I can't remember mine. I know it's O, but I can't remember if it's negative or positive. Yeah, I feel like you're struggling, or someone is struggling with showing you something, showing you vulnerability, showing you information, or you are struggling to grasp what's being revealed to you. I also see whatever this struggle is will come to an end. Even if it's a financial struggle, I feel that you're going to be blessed with some type of work that helps you become financially independent. I see someone growing and evolving and overcoming some sort of obstacles, or overcoming some sort of difficult phase. And again, I get someone who is indirectly communicating or talking through a coded language, whether that is romantically or spiritually. Like higher beings could be sending you messages through your dreams for your protection from government. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so we'll go ahead and move on to deck number 3. I feel like I'm going so long today, my God. We have the 4 of Coins, the Empress, the Moon, 8 of Wands, the Devil. We have the King. Is that the King? No, that's the Knight. The Knight of Wands. We have the Page of Cups and Justice. All right. Someone is getting ready to come forth with their feelings. I'm getting something about having a soul contract with someone, or needing to balance out your karma. Some sort of karmic debt needing to be repaid, but not, I don't know. Yeah, like you're being stuck with someone because of some sort of karmic debt that needs to be resolved. There is someone that you are being locked into a situation with for your own good. There's something needs to be brought to your attention. It's kind of like, just get it over with. You know how you resist wanting to go to the dentist or to the doctor? I feel like just get the shit over with. Get the lesson over with. There's, for some of you, I'm sorry, I just view this as some sort of a lesson that you're locked into, and it's like you're not getting away with this. You keep trying to escape lifetime after lifetime. If you don't believe in reincarnation and past lives, well, it's like, okay, well, you need to get this program out of your head. Like you're stuck until you understand how to master some sort of program that has been embedded within your DNA. And it's almost like, I feel like this was actually some sort of agreement. It's like, hey, fair is fair. Like we made an agreement here before we incarnated. And now you don't want to, you act like you don't want to do this, but hey, we have a contract. You know, we agreed to this. So there may be someone that you are, you know, you're stuck with until this debt is repaid, until there is forgiveness, until there is understanding, until you can understand your shadow side. And this person is a reflection of your darker self. And I just mentioned this before, and I think it was the water sign reading. But yeah, you guys are needing to confront something like your inner demons. That is what this person is going to be a reflection of. Someone is activating your primal lust. I'm getting this also as one of your chakras. This is how you're going to clear one of your chakras. I'm getting either your base chakra. I think it's the base chakra. It could be the sacral. I feel that you are going to feel like so inflamed with desire for someone that you can't escape or run away. Now, we also can apply this to a situation where there's a job that you might end up being locked into. It's a contract and it's for spiritual growth or for whatever reason. I've also given the example of you don't know what your energy could bring to this job or this company. Like, so for whatever reason, people are needing your energy. Maybe just you showing up at this place is some sort of healing energy for other people. Maybe you are at a job for just a specific time frame. Let's say it doesn't mean that you're locked into it for life, but you're locked into this job until something happens or takes place, and then you'll be relieved from it. Or maybe it's specifically to connect or meet with someone that you do have a soul contract with. Someone has chosen you, or if you're the pursuer, you've made your choice. I feel like someone is like, I want that one. This is the person that I choose to learn through, or this is the person that I'm most drawn to or connected to. This is the person I want to carry my baby or my child. Someone may be trying to trap you with their seed. He looks like he's aiming his gun and is intending to impregnate you with his seed. Especially here we have the Empress. You know, this is about fertility. So this is a possibility for those of you that can have children. That is a possibility why you may be locked into some sort of contract with someone, is to bring forth a child. Now also, if we are not talking about like a literal pregnancy, this is talking about some sort of creative endeavor that you're supposed to move forward with. I'm also getting a situation where, so with the moon being out, this is also another card of shadow and reflection. So there's definitely some sort of shadow work that you're needing to complete. Especially, let's say you guys have been on a spiritual high and you're like, I'm single, I don't need anybody. You know, I'm fine with myself. I'm not in any rush for any relationship. I don't want anybody that's going to be a lesson. I've learned all my lessons. But then you feel that way when you're by yourself. But how do you really know you've learned that lesson? So now here is someone coming into your life, and it's going to say, okay, we're going to see. Do you know how to deal? Are you ready to be with somebody? You might, first off, you might realize, oh, this is scary. I want to get away from this. You know, I can already feel that this person going to hurt me, and you trying to run away. Maybe that's the lesson. Do you know how to stay with somebody and work through a lesson? Like, you've probably mastered being single and working through your lessons, working through your issues, but do you know how to work through your issues while being in a relationship? So that also could be some sort of challenge for you. It's like, that is why you get forced to stay with this person, is because you think you've learned a lesson because you run every time you feel a problem coming, but maybe the lesson is not to run this time. The lesson is to face it, to face your fears of abandonment with this person. Maybe you abandoned this person in a previous life, and they're like, like, you abandoned me last lifetime, not this time. You know, and it's just like, now you have to face your actions from a previous life, and it's scary. The moon, regardless, brings up a lot of emotions here, a lot of anxieties. It usually makes us realize that, you know, we have been maybe just coping or just trying to forget something very painful as opposed to working through it. And this person comes here and makes you realize that, oh my God, I'm not healed. I just forgot, or I just been avoiding that area or that sector of my body. It makes me think of, let's just kind of envision the human body and everything on the inside. The blood is running, the cells are working, you're kind of touring inside of your body, and then we get to the heart and there's like some sort of yellow tape around it, like caution. And it's like, oh, what's that area? It's like, no, don't cross that area. It's like, no, time to cut that tape, time to enter that heart area. So for some of you, you may need to explore that area of your body where you have some sort of stored memories that are painful. Now that's if it's dealing with something romantic. Others of you, this can be something in regards to being afraid to step out of your shell or step out of your comfort zone, because here you're very comfortable with the Four of Coins. Maybe you are just kind of feeling like you just want to protect your space. You don't want to get, you're a hermit. You don't want to get out and meet people, or you just want to stay comfortable. The Empress is also very comfortable. She usually gets to do whatever she wants. And now you are being, something happens and you're being forced outside of your comfort zone. Again, like I said, you are being locked into doing something that you don't really want to do. I also see a situation where things take off hot and heavy the minute someone opens up or comes out of their shell. Something takes off really quickly here. I'm also getting a lot of flirtation. I'm getting flirtation. I'm getting temptation. I feel like she is trying to pretend to be innocent. So whether this is you pretending to be naive or someone around you is pretending to be naive, is still a natural seduction energy with you or someone coming towards you. And you're going to feel like, oh, I'm being tempted, I'm being tested, I don't want to go near it, I know this energy is no good for me. And then something happens where everything just takes off, and the next thing, you know, really I see this on a physical level as this is very sexual. Someone is going to bring out the deepest, nastiest sexual parts of you. Something that you didn't want to awaken. Something that has been lying dormant. This is someone who has been very, what do you call it? Reserved, very shy, very rigid. And this person is awakening your inner beast, or you are the person that gets this other person out of their shell. You activate something that makes this person just act like they can't stop. They just can't. They're going nuts. They can't. They want it from you all the time. You guys keep that. Every time you guys get a chance, a moment alone, it's like you're at it. You're tearing each other's clothes off. You're kissing. You can't stop thinking about being with this person. There could be a reason why this is happening. For maybe I've mentioned it before. Maybe it is just something to get your attention, some sort of spiritual bait to get you on a higher plane, or maybe, you know, your chakras are just kind of, maybe this person is helping you tap into something very tantric. You know, maybe something starts off very physical and lustful and starts to evolve into something more spiritual in nature. Maybe this person is here specifically to get you into that. How to tap into sexuality without losing yourself or releasing yourself all the time. Like how to control that, or, you know, transmutate the energy into something higher, basically. So there's going to be some sort of sexual alchemy going on between you and another person. I also feel like you stumble onto something by mistake. You discover a dream or a passion by mistake. But it's because this dream or passion chose you. it's like an energy comes into your life. You're like, you know the saying? It's like, I didn't find this, it found me. So some sort of dream that you didn't know you had a dream is going to find you. Like your dream finds you. It's like, I never knew I was passionate about this, that, and the other until I stumbled onto this. If it isn't a person per se, then it could be some sort of job where you discover a hidden talent or a hidden passion. And I think you're going to be afraid of it at first because I feel like you're afraid of your own hidden talent. I feel like something goes back to a past life where maybe something ended tragically. Maybe you were at the height of something, or you had just discovered something in a past life and it got you killed, or it cost you your life. And so you discover it in this life, and something about it scares the living crap out of you. You're like, I don't know why this scares me so much, but I love it, or I want to do it, or I'm drawn to it. And I feel like there's a need for you to confront it. I see you kind of shedding that fear, whatever this is. You're shedding that fear, and you're discovering this hidden talent, this hidden gift, this, if it's a relationship, this sexual, whatever, something, this sexual behavior that was lying dormant. If you're a very spiritual person, I almost feel like you have to dive in low to come back up. It's like you have to go to the very deep to gather some sort of knowledge and then push it up. It'll raise it up some type of way. And this is the person that's going to take you there. So we could be dealing with any sign, but we do have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Libra, Aries, Leo, Sag, Capricorn, maybe Taurus. I wasn't going to talk. I feel like I've been going on for so long. Someone is definitely about to unlock your hidden potential, or a job is about to awaken something that's been dormant within you. Let me look at the devil. You're going to be happy. Something is making you happy about whatever this is. Maybe some of you like people who are controlling or obsessive or possessive, especially if you have like your Venus in a water sign, or, you know, some sort of heavy Scorpion energy. That might be a feature that does turn you on. There also may be some sort of competition going on. I also feel like a lot of you have been sexually frustrated and pleasing yourselves. I think you're going to be happy that finally you get to share yourself with somebody. That tension is going to get released. Again, in a competitive situation, I feel that some of you are going to be gloating at the fact that you feel like you pulled someone away from someone else, or you feel that someone selected you instead of the other person. So of course, it's like you're gloating about it. Now, I'm also seeing a situation where there is some sort of guilt about something feeling so good. Let's just say, for instance, you wanted to be celibate, and I've used this example before, but I'm looking at all the wands and the devil. So let's just say this is a situation about you wanting to be celibate, and you were priding yourself on the fact that you have been celibate. You know, you're like, I'm so celibate. I turn down everyone. I've mastered my celibacy. I shoot people down who try to even come at me with dick pics or pussy pics or whatever the case. It's like, I pride myself. I've turned them all down. And then this person comes along and you're like, what is happening to me? Everything's going down the drain. And this person completely takes away your celibacy, and you plunge deep and you immerse yourself, and you're having so much fun with this person sexually, so much that you just start to feel guilty. You're like, oh, what have I done? You know, I've gone against my word. I feel so guilty for indulging in this. So I feel like there is some sort of guilt because you feel like you're indulging in something forbidden here. Yeah. Something in regards to either an affair. Unfortunately, some of you might get involved in an affair. If it's not an affair, it's still something very secretive about your relationship. Maybe you are engaged or dealing with an entertainer, and you're like, oh, you know, maybe that's what you're gloating about. They picked me, you know, they selected me to hang with them or run with them or be a part of their entourage or be their personal person. And it's just like, oh, but I feel so guilty. Am I being used, or is this right? Like, whatever it is, you might be fighting with whatever this pleasure is. It can even be some sort of job. I don't know what this job would be, and you feel so guilty about it. Let's just say, for instance, you were like I was joking on Instagram the other day about, I said, if the next relationship fails, I'm going into porn or something. It was like a little meme. And it got kind of serious on the comments. Like, some people are like, no, go check how they pay pretty nice. And it's like a little discussion going on. And let's just say you were joking about that, and then you actually ended up doing it and liking it. It's just like, oh my God, I feel so guilty for showing my body, but I liked it. You know, it's like something I think is being explored, like your darker self. Your inner demons are being explored, and you're enjoying it, but you're feeling guilty about it. Or you are the person who someone is indulging in, and they feel guilty about it. So those are the messages that I have for you guys. I hope it resonated. I apologize if it went too long for each one, especially those of you that like to watch them all. But thank you guys for watching, and many blessings to you.